Hi, I'm David Dusek for Golfweek. Rory McIlroy came back to beat Paul Casey by 2 shots on Monday at the TPC Boston to win the 2016 Deutsche Bank Championship, and he did it using 13 Nike golf clubs. And obviously Paul Casey, also a Nike staff player, had a bag filled with Nike golf equipment. Now, as most of you are well aware, Nike has recently announced that it's no longer going to be making golf clubs, golf bags, or golf balls, and it is going to be focusing exclusively on apparel and footwear. And in fact, after the PGA Tour Championship at East Lake, the Nike PGA Tour van is no longer even going to be following the PGA Tour. I was at TPC River Highlands on the day after Nike made its announcement, and I had a chance to talk with a lot of staff players from the company about what that decision from Nike actually meant. And they told me that first and foremost, they hoped that everybody who worked in the PGA Tour van and worked at the Nike test facility, the Oven in Fort Worth, Texas, was going to be able to land on their feet because they'd given them such good service over the years. Number two, they told me they didn't know exactly at that point what it was going to mean for them going forward in terms of Nike equipment, whether they were going to change into different equipment, what their timetables were. Everyone was really just shocked by the entire announcement. Now that they've had a couple of weeks to digest the information, I'm starting to see some players working with some different equipment. Nothing major earth-shattering. I don't think that we're going to see guys making wholesale 14 club changes immediately. I think it's going to be a process by which they're going to add a couple clubs here and there, and potentially in the offseason, after the FedEx Cup playoffs have concluded, after the Ryder Cup, I think you're going to see guys doing a lot more testing in some of the fall and the early winter events, and eventually find whatever solution is going to work for them. For example, Rory McIlroy has already put in a new Scotty Cameron for Titleist M1 mallet prototype putter. I also saw Tony Finau has his old Odyssey putter back in the bag, and I saw him talking with some Callaway PGA Tour reps about the differences in the different golf balls that Callaway is now making. Finau also spoke with some PGA Tour reps from Titleist, specifically Vokey Design, and he met Bob Vokey on the practice range at the TPC Boston. I spoke with Rick Nichols, the man who basically runs the Nike PGA Tour van, and he assured me that Nike has lots of product in its warehouses and at different facilities. So if players want golf balls, if they want replacement irons, replacement drivers, etc., they have plenty of products to keep supporting the players who are right now using Nike product. Look, this is a really unique situation and it involves a lot of star players, but we're really not going to know exactly what's going to happen with the likes of Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, Michelle Wie, etc., Suzanne Pedersen, until they've signed on the dotted line, official announcements are made. That's when we'll know what players are going to be changing into what clubs. I'm David Dusek for Golfweek.